Imagine a substance with the power to destroy humanity. Imagine a creature insane enough to use it. Imagine a hero on the verge of creation. From flesh to steel.
You must visualize your objective.
From blood to blade.
Don't get cocky. You have a lot more to learn.
From man to spawn.
Peekaboo. I see you.
We have harvested the ultimate weapon. Makes the Ebola virus look like a skin rash.
Congratulations. I say destroy the cosmos, ask questions later.
Who are you?
This is just what they want. You're playing their game.
Then now play dirty.
You've been violated, girly man.
Use your armor!
Now stay sharp. The night is young.
This summer, evil has a new enemy. Justice has a new weapon. And the world has a new hero. Spawn.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to Late to the Party. This episode, we are watching 1997 Spawn. It's based off the 1992 comic book from Image Comics, based off the character Simmons, who becomes the Spawn. We see him, I forgot the IMDb score of 5.2 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes got a 17%.
Oof.
Oh man, this movie was as bad as I think it was worse now than when I remember watching it when it first came out. We've got I guess the Scots are the only ones that haven't watched this film. Everybody else on the dais has watched it. Jose, and yeah. All right, starting with you, Josh, the lucky participant who never had the pleasure of seeing this film. What was your take? I really wish Liz was here because I know she's been reading the series all over again, and she would have had a lot more insight to drop for it.
Yeah, I'm sure she probably would have some parts to contribute, but so I don't remember much of Spawn from back in the day. I went through the first 13 issues and then I stopped collecting. It just never took. And this movie at least loosely resembles Spawn, but it had the same kind of staying power as the comic book for me. Now, because I wasn't that deep into it, I will defer to the fans to let me know just how awful or off track it is. But I think I could have lived a long and happy life if I had not seen this movie.
Lego, how fantastic were these 1997 graphics?
Oh man, it brings me back to the days when PS1 looked amazing, and PS1 still looks amazing compared to these graphics, bro. These were freaking awful. They were so bad. Not all of them. I think it must have been two companies doing it because all the stuff in Hell looked absolutely awful. And then like all of a sudden you get like a Violator and he looks kind of dope. So I don't know. It was kind of weird. Felt very disjointed.
All right, Jose, how fantastic was all the acting and dialogue in this film?
It was corny as hell, man. But you know what, though? This was one of those few movies that I actually did watch very early on. And I remember thinking it was really cool. And it's kind of like Lego said, it took me back to those PS1 days. a lot has changed, but I still appreciate what Todd McFarlane did here. He took a risk, man. It's kind of like Image Comics. It's like he took a risk with Image Comics too. Only difference is Image Comics was obviously like a lot more, the artwork was a lot more beautiful and so on, but I still appreciated it for what it was. Obviously it's not the greatest. It hasn't aged well at all. This movie can be torn apart. Like I said, 17% on the Rotten Tomatoes is pretty damn accurate. But you still got to tip your hat off to that cat, man. He did something that not a lot of people were, ballsy enough to do, which was to, what was the budget on this too? It was like, I'm pretty sure the budget was
like 42.
Jesus Christ, in 99 money, that's actually a lot. That's real disappointing.
That was 40 to 45 million was the budget.
Oh man. What was the box office?
It was used on that HAL graphics. It doesn't have I didn't find a box office.
Interesting. But still, man, I mean, it is what it is. It's just one of those things that's, even later on, I mean, you would get some other movies that had some really horrible graphics. I don't know. It is what it is with this movie, but I still enjoyed it. Not as much as when I was a kid. But I still thought it was like, oh, this is cool. He did what he wanted to do, and that's all there is to it. Nothing special, nothing. Ooh.
It made 87.9 million.
So they made the money back. See,
so they made their
and then some. Back. Yeah, and I mean, there's been talks about trying to do a remake for years now. So I'm pretty sure when it does come, it's going to be done with a lot more, even more love and more. You know what I mean? A lot more attention to details like that.
Yeah,
I think that was the whole reason for introducing the Spawnverse. So they wanted a whole universe for Spawn to be able to come out in the movie form again. If I remember correctly, you're shaking your head, right? Yes,
yeah.
There you go.
Absolutely, yeah. They're really trying to push the Spawn universe for that purpose.
I just want to see a cyborg.
We'll see. Nate, this is your second go around seeing this movie?
I've seen this movie like 5 times.
Jesus. I saw it once. I did not like it when I first saw it as a young man, and I didn't care to watch it again. I just wanted to watch it because I know the Scots hadn't watched it, and Liz had said it in one of their live sales. So I was like, all right, that's my movie. They were watching that.
Well, I had, to be fair, it was just I'm not that horrible of a taste of movies to where I just chose to watch this movie 5 times. Technically, I was dating this girl, and we went to go to the movies, and we'd go and make out and stuff, and we just went and saw this movie every time because we really wanted to see it, but we were fooling around so much during the movie that we never really paid attention to it, so we saw it over and over again. Like, it was like 3 times, and then once I saw it when it came out like on VHS, and I watched it all the way through, and I was like, oh, no wonder where we couldn't pay attention. And then this last time was because you had us watch it. But I think it held true to like the first Violator storyline for the most part with the comic books. It didn't go too deep. It's been 20 plus years since I saw it before, and I think that they did okay with the natural, or with the homemade effects, not the homemade effects, but the traditional practical. There you go. The practical effects were okay, and just the CGI was very rudimentary. And I almost think that, man, they could have got a pass if it wasn't for their rendition of like Satan or whatever the name of that demon was down there. That was just, it was horrible. That was just like, oh my God. They'd have been better off with like Dr. Claw. It was voiced by Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget. Yeah, it
was Frank Welker. He's the guy who did the original Megatron voice.
That's
really
right.
Yeah.
Well,
dope. That was my first comment about the film when we started watching it, is like, there's that brief sequence like at the very beginning where you just get that straight on shot of Malvolgia coming like out of the fire, and I like turned to it, and I'm like, was that a terror dog from Ghostbusters? I'm like, damn, it's pretty cheap.
Oh man.
All right, Lego favorite scene.
Fuck. Okay, my favorite scene. They're in the house, right? Everything's been building to this, and it's in a fucking suburban house. So good on you. That's a great setting. And they do the whole bait and switch with Wanda, right? It's like, oh, just kidding. She was all tied up, and it was just the clown. Ah, gotcha. And they immediately put her in danger again and raise the stakes by putting her in a worse bondage chair. And it's like, how is she gonna get out of this one? It's like, that was the best scene, man. That was like really thought out. That was clever, and that was a perfect like indication of what this movie was about. It's just like, what are you guys thinking? Why you took something that was okay, I guess, and just made it worse twice? So that's my feelings on the movie as a whole. And that was my favorite scene.
Anything for Wanda. My Wanda. Jose, your favorite scene?
I think the Cape as a character is very underappreciated. There is no reason for a cape to be that big. There is no practicality, no functionality, but damn does it look good. When they're coming down in that dance or whatever, that ball and he's fucking chains everywhere. That was like ripped from the pages onto the screen. And like I said, just anytime the cape's on there at the end when he's on top of the church, just any time the cape's around, it's just larger than it needs to be. I don't know why the heck they went with that, but it's just like the comics. So the cape is both my favorite character and my favorite scene. So it's the cape.
Josh, who was your favorite character of this movie?
Oh, that's easy. It was Angela, who was in it for like a half a second at the party.
All right.
Because I don't know if that's something that ended up on the cutting room floor, but like, you know, the scene that Jose is talking about where he ends up coming in through the ceiling, Spawn does. But like, there's a scene where you're kind of like looking down on the party down there with all the hors d'oeuvres on the table and everything, and this like redhead walks through, and I'm like, I wonder if that's Angela. But that's like the only time you see her in the film, and she is credited as being Angela. But like, did they like cut scenes out, and so we didn't get to see more of her or something? I don't know.
There is a director's cut. I'm kind of curious.
It's the same movie, dude. I've seen both cuts.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's the same movie.
What year did the court case go down with McFarlane and Gaiman? Was that happening during the production of this?
Ooh, I know that's a good question.
That could be why.
That could be it.
All the Angela stuff got cut. Speculation. Never know.
I also liked McFarlane showing up as a bum in the alley at that one point.
I wish we would have watched the animated HBO series. They had its problems, but man, that was way better.
Yeah, definitely. Nate, what was your favorite scene?
Oh goodness, man. I want to say when I was watching Leguizamo as the clown, and he started reminding me of Isaac. I'm like, this guy's going way overboard, just like Isaac.
You see where I got my inspiration.
Yeah, when they were fighting in the alley, I'm not the vibrator or the vindicator, I'm the violator. And it's just like, okay. It was just, I don't know, it was way overboard. It was like something special. Yeah, that's, I don't know if it's the best or the worst. It's a tie for both.
Nice.
You know, I could tell you what Liz's favorite scene was. It's also at the party when Spawn comes in and he's armed with a couple of guns and he starts shooting people. And he does like that flip off the balcony. And he's like shooting while he goes, but he shoots the two pillars behind him, like for no reason. Like there's no, and she's just like Liz goes, "What was the point of that?" Because he like does his flip, but like the only time he pulls the trigger is like when he's like kind of upside down and backward, and it just hits the two pillars that he's like jumping away from. And it's like he doesn't like shoot some people on the way down or something. It's like a pointless shot.
It's to propel him forward, dude. You gotta think of the physics involved here.
Gotcha.
All right, wrapping it up. Let's go with buckets, starting with Nate.
Wow. I guess this is tough, right? So let's see. Martin Sheen, the bad guy. I'm a bad guy. I'm Martin Sheen. I'm a bad guy. You can tell I'm bad because I'm making my voice be extra bad. At Leguizamo, let's see the script.
The best.
Man, this is tough, dude. This is tough. I don't want to dish too hard on a comic movie, considering how we're having a comic channel. Yeah, I'm like, dude, 2 buckets. I'll give it a deuces.
Throw some poop emojis in the comments.
It's this movie was pretty rough to watch. I have to say I'm probably a little bit more forgiving than all of you guys, only because I'm pretty used to watching movies on the Sci-Fi Channel, and it's interesting to me that it took the Sci-Fi Channel like 22 years to get the same special effects as they had in Spawn in '97. So that's, I mean, the movie is definitely, cutting edge. Man.
Spawn is no Sharknado, man.
I'm going to give it a 3 only because I like Michael Jai White. He's my boy.
Jeez, he was the worst part. He's so over the top. Jose, how many buckets?
Respects to McFarlane for following a dream, and going through with this.
We don't have dream buckets, dude.
I really like the homage to Rob Liefeld with the gun.
Oh, those guns! Yes, we didn't put those guns. All those ridiculous guns.
It was like the handgun was like a fucking hand cannon.
Those fucking guns were so ridiculous. They were like our phones.
Yeah, there you go, Lego.
There you go.
And that was the revolver. That was the stealth weapon. Dude, I don't know. It's got a lot going against. Oh man, I can't even joke with this one. Holding it on the criteria that Nate put forward, dude. I can't hate on it though. I'm gonna go halfway, dude. Sorry, I'm gonna go 5 out of 10. It's one of those I'm still gonna enjoy, no matter how cruddy it is. It's still very early. It's comic book history, dude. It is. No matter, even if you think it's crap, it's still.
So you got 2 for the culture relevance, the story,
and
story
was McFarlane's dreams.
McFarlane's dreams, and then 2 for the hand cannon pistols. So double barrel, baby. 2 buckets for
Bro,
each barrel.
Blade came out at the same time and was a way better flick.
Well, we ain't talking about Lego here. Blade would be a little bit higher than this one. Blade would be higher than this one, but I'm gonna stick with 5, man. Just out of love. I don't know. I'm a sucker.
There you go.
Yeah.
Lego, what's your buckets?
I'm kind of in the same boat, man. This is a hard one. I'd probably say I would give it a 2 for cultural relevance. It's definitely had influence, so that can't really be disputed, I don't think. As far as story goes, what story are we talking about here? Acting, I mean,
there you are.
I feel like they got what they paid for.
Bad.
I don't know. I'd have to. I think this is like a 4 for me, 3 or 4, something like that. Yeah, it's pretty rough.
I was right there with you. It's a 3 for me. This was very rough. The acting was just so over the top, so terrible. Like, I get it's a comic book movie, but fuck, man. Throw actual acting into it, not Simmons. We're gonna get him. We'll do it. Yes, we'll do it. It's just like fucking A, man. Did they like just like get all high and watch like Batman fucking 66? They're just like, that's it. That's what we're going for. Spawn, like darker. Believe me, it's gonna be all dark and shit. It won't look all campy. We'll get it right. No, you didn't get it right. 4 buckets.
Dude, but let's be honest. If Tom McFarlane was sitting here with us, don't lie, we'd be like, dude, that shit was the 10, dog.
Dude, when are you gonna make the new one? Please.
I'm not giving him any props unless he takes his shirt off.
Dear God.
There you go.
All right, the day we get Tom McFarlane out here, don't send the link to Josh. It's gonna be requesting nudity from Tom McFarlane.
There you guys have it. A review of Spawn 1997, a piece of comic book history, as Jose puts it. Who are we passing it on to now?
I think it goes to Jose because you guys flipped for some reason. Not Jose, Lego, sorry.
Is it you? No, Lego already went.
No, I just went.
I think it's Liz.
No.
Wait, Liz just passed too. Oh, it goes
Lego,
back. It goes
Lego
back
didn't-
to
Lego hasn't gone. I went with Tombstone. Then Jose gave us the big hit. And now you gave us Spawn, but we left Jason out.
That's true.
Nate can confirm.
I thought he started with
true.
El Topo.
No, that
Yeah,
was
he did.
like a month ago or
Oh.
longer.
Wait, what did Nate suggest?
Enter the Dragon.
Oh, that's true. So whose turn is it?
It is Lego.
It's Lego's.
Yeah.
Lego.
Oh, it
getting
is. Yeah, I think it is.
He's supposed
You got
he's supposed to
skipped
go
up somehow.
after Jose.
Don't worry, guys.
All right,
I won't
guys.
waste any more turns. I promise.
Well, I'm gonna have to debate this one, and I'll be sure to post it in the comments so you guys can all watch along.
I can
and get
Google
ready
little
for it.
boys for you. Make it easy.
But
Sorry.
I knew you got a VPN to be googling little boys. You sicko.
put poop emojis for what movie do you think Lego's gonna put? The comments below.
Jokes on you.
I'm
It's
not the
gonna be
one who picked Spawn.
Or the big hit. Oh man.
Oh goodness.
It made you guys appreciate stuff, though, didn't it?
Yeah, we had to
No.
put 2 stinkers back to back.
Right. If it wasn't for the big hit, I would have gave Spawn 0.
There you go. See, so that should get more buckets on the big hit then.
All right.
Man.
Until then, we are out.